It's Week 14 of the NFL.
And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Falcons and the Texans on Thursday night primetime.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now you watch that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And Pierce gets it again on second down. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We'll talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when we have the 7 seeds in play back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen now on first down. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Allen throws right back to London, complete again. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, Patterson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And now they'll throw with Allen. The quick slant caught. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Montgomery will score. Touchdown and one. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. The Texans at 4-8 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a 1st. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Back to throw again.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. To bring out the Falcons offense once more, Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jukes by again, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Allen. Into the hands of London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Completes this again to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Allen to throw it.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
Touchdown, Falcons! Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Early the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And here comes the Texans now. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be Falcon football. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. Another completion right back to Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen to throw once more. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Cooks. So the completion good for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football and not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Second and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Texans are back within a score.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2nd and 1. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Allen looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on second down, Allen right back to Pitts again. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a 1-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.